The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. To the 22-yard line. When you talk about this Jets defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They go again with Pierce. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Texans at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready?
Pierce gets this one running right. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Handoff right side to Pierce. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready. Ready.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Ready. Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Jets defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, a run from White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Check, Bobcats, check, Bobcats. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready, ready.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him and forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Bauer. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Check mash, check mash. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Check.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Cowboy 80. Hey, smash.
Pierce will try to pick it up. They'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Looking to throw. Bauer. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Back to throw. Bauer. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ready up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Viking 18. Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Ooh, the juke. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll run with Hall. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal, New York.
They'll run with Hall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Jack.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Second and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
3rd down and 10.
Cougar 19. Bring it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They've got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
42 yards on the play. First down, New York.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Well, that's what I call an answer, right? Gave up a sack on the pre.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Jets, 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
No!
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He completes it right side of the lane. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Crack roll 80.
Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Come on.
This is 2nd and 8. A run for Pierce out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Campbell making the catch. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 3rd and 10. To throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Stroud's throw caught by Pierce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Ready, ready. Hut. Ready.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
70, Hawk set, Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
On the ready.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
18 Cardinal. Street. Bronco 80. Ready.
Give to Pierce. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
70 Timberwolf.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball again on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll find Hall. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Number 88. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Payne. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Payne. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That's caught left side by Hardman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jets 21.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Stroud looking to change the play. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Alert! Alert!
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have been in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.